21 CFR Part 111, Subpart E, Production and Process Control System. Presented by Learn GMP Incorporated in collaboration with Technical Training and Consultation Service LLC. Content. Introduction. Establishing a production and process control system. Written procedures. Specifications. Monitoring and testing. Corrective actions. Quality control. Documentation and record keeping. Responsibilities under Subpart E and importance of Subpart E. Introduction. Subpart E of 21 CFR Part 111 establishes the requirements for a production and process control system to ensure that dietary supplements are manufactured consistently, meeting specified quality, identity, purity, strength, and composition standards. This subpart focuses on the development, implementation, and documentation of procedures to control every stage of production and prevent contamination or adulteration. Establishing a production and process control system, Section 111.55. Purpose. Manufacturers must develop a system of controls to ensure that dietary supplements meet their specifications for quality and safety. This system applies to all aspects of production, including manufacturing, packaging, labeling, and holding operations. Written procedures, Section 111.60. Requirement for documentation. Manufacturers must establish and follow written procedures for their production and process control systems. These procedures ensure that each product meets its established specifications and is not adulterated or misbranded. What the procedures should cover. Steps for producing dietary supplements. Methods for monitoring critical parameters during production. Actions to correct or address deviations from specifications. Specifications, Section 111.70. Manufacturers must establish specifications for raw materials, components, identity, purity, strength, and composition of dietary ingredients and components. Limits on contaminants such as microbes, heavy metals, or toxins. In-process materials. Specifications to ensure that in-process materials conform to requirements at every stage of production. Finished products. Final specifications for identity, purity, strength, composition, and absence of contamination in the finished dietary supplement. Packaging and labels. Specifications to ensure packaging and labels meet requirements for safety, accuracy, and integrity. Monitoring and testing, Section 111.73 and Section 111.75. In-process monitoring. Manufacturers must monitor production processes to verify that in-process materials meet specifications. Component testing. Manufacturers must conduct tests to verify the identity of each dietary ingredient used in the product. Other components, non-dietary ingredients, can be verified through certificates of analysis, COA, or testing, as long as the COA is validated. Finished product testing. Testing must be conducted to ensure that finished products meet established specifications for identity, purity, strength, composition, and contamination limits. Corrective actions, Section 111.77. If a product fails to meet its specifications, manufacturers must reject the component, in-process material, or finished product. Investigate and determine the cause of the failure. Take corrective actions to prevent future deviations. Quality control, Section 111.65. A quality control, QC, unit must oversee the production and process control system. The QC unit is responsible for approving or rejecting raw materials, in-process materials, and finished products, ensuring compliance with written procedures and specifications, investigating and resolving deviations or discrepancies. Documentation and record keeping, Section 111.95. Manufacturers must document all aspects of the production and process control system, including written procedures for production and quality control, records of all tests, inspections, and monitoring activities, corrective actions taken for noncompliance. Records must be retained for at least 1 year after the expiration date, or 2 years after the product is distributed if no expiration date is used. Responsibilities under Subpart E. Develop written procedures. Create and implement written processes to control all aspects of production. Set specifications. Establish and document specifications for raw materials, in-process materials, and finished products. Monitor and test. Conduct regular monitoring and testing to ensure specifications are met at every stage of production. Address deviations. Investigate and correct any deviations from specifications. Document everything. Maintain records of all procedures, tests, and corrective actions. Importance of Subpart E. Consistency ensures that all dietary supplements are manufactured to meet consistent quality standards. Safety reduces the risk of contamination, adulteration, or misbranding. Regulatory compliance provides a framework to comply with FDA regulations and avoid enforcement actions. Consumer confidence ensures the dietary supplements meet label claims for identity, purity, strength, and composition. Thanks for watching our channel. Feel free to reach us at contact@learngmp.com for any training and consultation requirements.